It is truly my honor to be in your presence in this manner, to share the wealth of you, as it were, to distribute that which is the understanding of the reflection of your wealth back unto you. Splendid indeed is the divine essence of that which is the creative force known as the God I am of you. You do not realize that which you are, the wealth of you, the riches of you. All of you, indeed, are princes and paupers. All of you are both. One man's prosperity is another's plenty. That which you call the plenty of it is the bringing forth of the poverty contained within it. The understanding of one man's pleasure is another's boredom. And the reflection of you back and forth unto one another allows you to experience the wisdom contained within the perceptions of the other entities. As you experience your life, you come into the knowingness of that which is want, desire, yearning, dissatisfaction of that which is your life experience. The desire for financial freedom, as you call it, is the desire for that which is support. But you do not all understand that it is always with you. It is not something outward of you. Indeed, you create your experience as you know your experience to be. As you speak forth, so it is created. What you say is what you get, indeed. You are the lodestone of God. You bring forth magnetic attraction onto that which is your divine thought energy emitted, and as it resonates to that same vibration of unmanifest energy to come into the creation of that which is manifest life expression, that which you call your physicality, indeed you understand your thought into reality. You experience that which is your heart's desire into that which is your knowingness of life. Many of you have frustration indeed of that which you call depravity, depriving yourself of that which is your desire to experience in wealth and prosperity. You do not know the understanding of that which is called generosity. For you indeed are clutching and clinging to everything so that you may bring it forth into what you call your savings. What is your savings if you do not have bringing forth of its use, of its expenditure, of its giving forth into the universe yet again? If an entity comes unto you and is hungry, and you give him bread and butter, this is kindness. If you place upon it jam, this is generosity. Place upon the waters your bread, and it will come back sandwiches. Ask of the divine God I am within you, and ye shall receive. No, indeed, and it shall come forth. There are those of you who partake of concern, as you would call it, of your situation of your government, and the partaking of that which be they of your financial situation. Indeed, you call it your income taxes, a fine for reckless striving. Do you know what untold wealth is? That which is not reported on your income tax. All of you contain it, you know. The divine essence, that is the creative force that brought forth the creation of the universes, lives within you every moment of your breathing experience. As you choose prosperity, abundance, wealth, it comes onto you. That which is depravity, indeed, the understanding of neediness, is also a viable option. It is equally applying for the job, shall we say. And it is up to you to choose in the knowingness of your now which you would desire to experience. It is all your own choosing. The bringing forth of the joy within the moment will bring happiness. And that will allow no desire, no longing, no wanting for the more. That indeed, that is known as contentment, is what changes a poor man into a rich one. It is a change of perception. Indeed, a bringing forth of the wealth, the cornucopia of what is contained within the abundance of the soul. It is of nature to be abundant. It is a natural state. Nature herself is resplendent in lavishness, exhilarated in that which you call the abundance of life. Within every seed grows 50, 100, even 1,000-fold forth of life when it is given forth into the universe. And as you indeed bring forth the knowingness of nature as it is reflected onto you, you will know that wealth, riches untold, are contained within you. And as you experience them, as you know them, as you tap into them, you will indeed allow yourself to bring it forth as a reflection back onto you through the mirrors of your life. You are very much like that which is a deep-sea diver into that which you call the sea of life. To bring forth to the surface of the water jewels and magnificence and untold splendid wealth. But indeed, there is a forevermore, an eternal wealth abiding therein on that which you call the floor of the ocean of life, that is never ceasing, always a constant treasure. Know you the grandest treasure of life? It is the knowingness of the power contained within you, the power of the God I am. That is the grandest treasure on earth. In life itself, this is the treasure, this is the riches that you are so searching for of your life. But I dare say many of you scratch your head and wonder how you can tell this to your banker. Do you know what a banker is? He's an entity that will give you a loan when you can prove to him you do not need one. Indeed. How is this applicable in practicality in my life, you see? All of this sounds very philosophical, but what can I do with it? Do you know what a philosophy is? It allows you to be unhappy more intelligently. But the experience, the jumping forth with both feet into the waters of this wisdom is what will allow you the practical application of it. not tippy-toeing into it to see if the water is cold or not. In your next now moment, not of your future, but of your next now moment, your this now moment. Know in your heart you are eternally supported by the universe itself, the universe that you have created. Indeed, if you are powerful enough to create this universe, you're powerful enough to create the support of yourself through the divinity of the essence called divine thought energy that you place forth into the electrons of the atmosphere that come hence unto you when you least expect it. That which you call your mankind is quite renowned for placing the dependency of his wealth in that which you call your exterior. You call them employers of your business houses. Indeed, you are quite willing to be enslaved by these entities. Freedom is ultimate knowingness of your power. It is not enslaving yourself willingly or not to another entity. Mankind places his interest, as it were, his endeavor, in that which is pleasing another entity, so that indeed they may climb, as it were, among that which is the rungs or the ladders of success. You go mountain climbing over molehills, as it were. Allow yourself to perceive that which is insignificant, that which really matters not, as that which is indeed the essence of life. The essence of life is the joy within your being. He likened unto a teapot. This essence perhaps is up to the neck in hot water and keeps singing. You can too, you know, if you choose to. Dog paddle through life with a whistle while you work under your breath. Indeed, you can sing a song of joy of celestial choirs while you are, as you would call it, treading the quagmire. You can, if you choose to. Happiness is a choice. Contentment is a knowingness. Security is not that which you have, it's that which you know you can do without. Indeed, happiness is not a result, it is a choice. I will repeat this over and over again until you understand it. It is a choice of every moment. And indeed, the grand King Solomon once said, who was abundant in wealth and power and wisdom, but every man is a pauper until he understands the riches within. Every man. Those of you who have possessions will know this is true. Unless you possess the I am of you, your possessions possess you. You can release the chains, however, and allow them to be grains of sand that fall away into the eternalness of time, if you know that you can choose your reality. I am supported by the divine universe that I have created for myself to experience and understand as life. I am abundant in all that is, in love, in power, in divine harmony. I am of the riches and wealth of my being, experiencing that which you call joy and peace and happiness. I am indeed I am. You can do this. You need not be a pauper. You may indeed be the prince of provision unto yourself. Indeed, call forth that which is understood experience of life as the understood experience of God. All of you reverberate at times to the want, the hunger, the confusion, the frustration, the diseasement of what has been called the not knowing of the future. But ask not what the future holds. Know not what the future holds. Know who holds the future. Indeed, this is your power. This is your key to unlock the secrets of the universe, the secrets of the treasure chest contained within it. You know, your womankind is quite notorious for allowing her currency to be contained within her stockings. But it is indeed her right to contain her wealth where it draws the most interest. And you can too. When it draws the most interest for you, do what makes you happy. What interests you, not someone else. Do not become enslaved to the idea or concept that you must do this, for this is what is marketable upon the marketplace, and you must be enslaved to that which you call your employer, else you will never be successful in this life. For indeed, that is giving forth your interest unto another entity, not unto yourself. You indeed may spring forth, giving generosity, loving kindness unto the universe. If you do not know wealth, it is because you have not shared wealth. Sharing is the bringing forth of the understanding of the breaking of the bread of the heart, of that which is your divine brethren. You may give a silver coin unto 10 entities, and you have divided that which is the wealth of 10 silver coins. But if you divide your love and the knowingness of how to create that which is their heart's desire unto all 10 entities, they indeed receive the whole of it, not the partiality of it. Now, who is the richer here? This is what I give unto you, the key to the knowingness. Indeed, as you bring forth this divine essence within you of your power, of the creative forces, and prime the pumps, as it were, and allow the juices to flow of your creative essence, you will understand your grandeur. You will understand your greatness. And indeed, one who is truly great desires not to prove his greatness, desires not to prove to any man that which he is. For the grandeur and greatness is understood of the heart, in balance with that which is humility, which is the knowingness of the grandeur and greatness of all the other entities that abide therein. It is mutual alignment and respect and harmony for the sovereignty and the power of all the other entities that you call your brethren. Love is that which will bring forth the seed of that which is planted. As you sow, so shall ye reap. If you dish it forth with a spoonful of love, you will understand lavishly love returned unto you. As you create your castle, created from the clay of divinity, understand that which is the springing forth of love within its walls. And know indeed the transformation and transmutation of that which is previously deemed to be toil into creative play. That will be the essence that abides therein. The creative play of the universe. That can be your life. That can be your joy. Romp haphazardly across the meadows of your marketplaces. Romp indeed into that which you would understand as the beauty and splendor of your parks, of your oceans, of indeed the walks of life, into that which is the arbors and understandings of love divine within your household. That will allow you to understand the treasure of life, the joy of life, as the birds allow their song to be taken away upon the wilt of the air and lilting lullabies of that which is the understanding of their youth. Indeed, you may harmonize with this. Know indeed that your universe can be created in such harmony and beauty. Your currency will purchase for you a bed, but not slumber, education, but not wisdom, indeed a house, but not a home, entertainment, but not joy. What is your currency for then? If all these things you so fervently yearn for cannot be purchased, what is it that is the use of the currency? Why is it that princes are so adorned with jealousy? With covetousness, with that which is the desire to be likened unto them? Because the princes of the universe have understood the principle of the divine knowingness within them. The paupers of the universe indeed find a lacking thereof when they gaze into that which is their own treasure chest. They find it empty. They come up wanting, as it were. And when they understand the beauty and splendor of the magnificent creation that they have understood as their life, or indeed they have created that, then they will understand their wealth brought back unto them as experienced according to their own heart's desire. Living in that which you call your earth plane and your time flow brings you forth into being hard pressed about the understanding of what is your future. What shall I do? What is my career to be? Where shall I go? What shall I focus upon? Gaze into the towering trees. Do they have a career? Do the lilies of the field have a career? Indeed. Does anything that is of divine creation have a career in its knowingness of its divinity? Nay, I say unto you, that which is divinely knowing of its own essence understands playful creation and experience of the now moment as its treasure, as its joy, as its career. You frustrate yourselves into the narrowness of your pathway. Whither shall I go? Go always, always. You know, God is omnipotent and omnidirectional. Not only one place or pathway shall he bring himself upon, but all of them. As you share yourself with one another, you shall never want, for you can never run out of your beingness. And indeed it will be reflected back onto you. For you create the masterpiece of a master when you give forth, through joy, through love, that which is inexhaustible energy of the God divine force. It is inexhaustible. It is forever eternal. It comes forth unto you if you choose it. All you need to do is tune into it. Attainment is not labor. It is not effort. It is attunement. You desire to climb the ladder of success, to bring forth yourself into heir unto that which is the divine kingdom of earth. But you know, I have walked among that which is aristocracy. I have walked among that which is called the upper crust. A few crumbs held together by a little dough. Thank you, my love. And I will tell you this, that which you call aristocracy is indeed knowing eternally of unhappiness. Contentment is of the heart, not of the treasure chest, not of the pocketbook. That which you know of is prosperity upon the earth plane, travels upon a bicycle, not upon a give cycle. Prosperity upon the kingdom of heaven travels upon that which is the pathway of forever humility, the pathway of forever giving forth of your own abundance, sharing, knowing oneness. You know indeed that which is contained within the printed material of your currency. In God we trust. What does this mean? In the God I am of that which I am, I know. E pluribus unum? What does this mean? The many into one. For indeed only through bringing forth of the knowingness of the many into the unity of the one, that which is the understanding of the giving forth of the many to combine their energies and indeed allow us to know that there is only one consciousness, only one divine essence, only one God I am, and that is the God I am of you. That is the God I am of all creation. Only through this will there be abundance upon your planet. The river of life flows. A grand river is never known by a small brook unless there is overflowing of its banks. Overflow with love, with generosity, with humility, with understanding. Give forth a crown of roses unto the other entity, and each rose contained within it is filled with love and power and wonderment, and beauty understood. The entities that brought forth through the inception of this your nation understood that which was prosperity, abundance of the land, the land of milk and honey. It was understood, and it was desired that all the peoples of this land would understand it. What is the milk and honey but the nourishment and sweetness of the divinity of it? Suckle upon the land, upon the hearth of your birthing place, called the Spirit of God. Taste of its aroma. Generosity is giving forth of the gales of spices of the earth. Indeed, heaven sent. Partake of it. Smell the roses as you would term it. Experience the joy and the laughter and the divine romping and playfulness of yourself. Go where your heart takes you. You cannot understand freedom unless you align yourself to your heart's desire. That is called excitement, and that is the recognition of your soul essence desire. The identification of indeed this is the pathway that your soul essence desires you to take at this your now moment. It is not invalidating all the other now moments, but it is giving forth a resonance to a particular isness in that now moment. And as you partake of what brings you happiness, harmony will abide, abundance will abide, prosperity of the land will abide, peace upon the earth will abide. But only when you know joy in what you are doing. Only know when you know happiness in what you're experiencing. Only when you know love of your brethren through the love of yourself. Seek and you shall find. Know and it shall be experienced. There is another one. Ask of the God I am and you shall receive. You are all wondrous flora, spectacular stars of the heavens, of the universes. Indeed, divine birds of paradise, resplendent in color and hue. Their beauty is magnificent, but you do not see through the eyes of one that beholds the beauty. You see through the eyes of one who searches for the beauty. I will tell you, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and the beholden. And as you behold yourself and the God I am of you, you will understand the beauty of you, indeed the wonderment of you, and in this moment of joy, you shall produce your own divine support of the universe. Laughter is contagious indeed, and it will bring you forth into much alignment and harmony in that which you call your experience of life. That which you call your $1 million smile is not a misnomer. It will bring you much wealth. A smile on the heart, smile of the soul. That will give you forth your support. As you contemplate that which you call of your experience, you call it inflation. A drop in the buck, as it were. You shall experience perhaps a bit of fear. Where is this world going? I'll tell you where it's going. It's going straight to heaven. Know this, and you shall be replenished. Asceticism is indeed the understanding of the renouncing of wealth. Simplicity is the understanding of the rejoicing of divine provision. Be indeed a prince in the provision of that which is you, a provision of eternal support. And consider not from whence it comes, for as you do this, you limit its coming unto you. You limit its opportunity to be known unto you. The blind man indeed understands difficulty as his experience. The wise man understands opportunity as his experience. The blind man will see the darkness of the cloud. The intelligent one will prepare for the rain. The wise one will not see the cloud. He will be walking upon it. And as you walk upon it, you will be walking into the kingdom of heaven. Practical application. Every time there is a bit of fear that comes into your breast, how shall I make ends meet, you say? Know that the experience of God of you will always allow that which would be experienced as your end never to come into your knowing. Not only of the end of your month, but the end of what you call your currency. None of it will be experienced by you, for the ending is never the understanding of the God. The eternal now is the understanding of the God of you. So when this fear partakes of your breast for that moment, say unto yourself, oh, but I know I am supported because I create my support. And I am in eternal provision of that which be I, in all the manners of abundance that I so heartily desire. The unlimited God of me comes forth to provide this now. And I experience joy in its essence, in its being, and I relish and rejoice in the rejuvenation that it brings me of eternal youth. Indeed, I am a creator, and I bring forth the knowingness and the divine wisdom of all that the God I am exhibits in the splendor of nature. I am that I am. And when you do this, you will be stating unto the universe that which you are, and the universe will reflect it back onto you manyfold. You cannot experience a thing else that you desire. To change your outward conditions, change your desire, change your knowingness, and it shall be observed. Every moment you make new choices, every moment. And you can make these choices for yourself if you choose to. If you truly desire the wealth of eternity, the wealth of the masters. You may travel wherever you will, in that which you call your knowingness of wealth, and experience the divine resonance of memory, of knowingness, of experience in that particular divine location of what you call your before and your future. You will find when you go hither into the nations of your earth plane, and yea, unto the nations of other planes of dimension, you will understand what wealth is when you see the poverty before you. The poverty of the wealthy. Well, as you travel, you will understand that Ireland indeed is the most prosperous country. Its capital is always Dublin.
Good thought to that.
And if you will understand doubling and tripling and quadrupling, yea, multiplying ad infinitum within your own breath, you will understand it reflected back onto you. Understand your wealth, creating wealth, creating wealth. The wealth is your wisdom. Your riches are directly proportionate to your knowingness. Always bring with you in tow that which you call your laughter. Have a knapsack full of it. A happy wanderer indeed. It will never be a burden unto you. for it will be of lightness and not of heaviness. Be light-hearted. Be indeed jubilant in the experience of your life. If you see a babe crying, kiss its tears with your breath. Know indeed that tears, laughter, and sorrow are the riches of a life experienced. The riches and wealth of life enjoyed. That is the treasure. That indeed is the princely understanding of wealth. The pauper understanding of wealth is discontent, jealousy, pettiness. Fervent desire of that which you do not have, as you understand what you have. Indeed, the riches of a man is measured not by what he has, but what is with him and what abides when his possessions are taken from him. That is the riches of a man. That is the princely kingdom of a man. If there is hollowness of your heart, it is because there is not hollowness of your life. A sacred experience, the tasting of the sweetness, the honeysuckle, indeed, smelling of the fragrance of the pomegranate and the hyacinth as it wafts its way into your garden of life, into your home, the bosom of your experience. It is the sweetness. As you hear the clamor and the din, the monstrosity, as you would term it to be, of life outward of your abode, into that which you call the density of the earth clean, that also is of sweetness. For in its savoring, wisdom comes forth. As you taste of it, you digest the wisdom within it. Indeed, it is also divine, so do not give it judgment. Do not judge your now moment. Experience the joy of it, and with it comes a treasure chest. And the treasure chest is within the chambers of your heart. You can open it anytime you want to. And as you open your heart, you open your love line. The direct line, hotline as it were, to happiness. You are all babes, born both at poverty and prosperity, coming to know the dichotomy of life, the paradox of life, through the experience of it, into the union of that which is indeed God I am of all experience, of all beings. And this union is brought forth through the emission of love. Resonance of one unto another will bring forth the light into the world. And as you resonate support, abundance, provision, eternal happiness and harmony upon the land of milk and honey can be your entire earth plane, not only this your nation. And you can bring it forth into forbearance. All you need do is know of the God of you, that it is so in this moment. Not bring forth fear of the starving, the suffering, the hungry. For many of those that are starving and suffering are indeed princes of their being. They are allowing themselves to purchase the wisdom in their own manner of choosing. And you are the pauper with all your wealth about you. Do not judge them. They are divine gods too. As you bring forth this love abiding within your heart for all humankind, for all humanity, you will understand not the diversity, the differences in your currency, what you have and have not. You will understand rather the unity, what you all have in common. It is not your rippes and your...
You may now turn the tape over.
It is not your rippes and your rubles and your lira, your francs, your dollar. This is not what creates paupers and princes. Creates many a jester, but it creates not your princes, that which you call your currency. It is the result, many times, of a princely knowingness when it abides within the gilded heart of a god. But when you exchange shoes, as it were, and walk a mile within them, is that not the saying? Of a pauper, you will desire not to return to your grand manor. You will desire to remain within the estate of eternal life. And indeed, you are all paupers and princes. And when you understand the beauty contained within each of them, you will go forth to walk upon the streets of gold. A heart of gold indeed will create this for you. The prince understands the golden rule. The one with the gold makes the rules. And you make your own rules for living. You are the prince of your own life. You decree your own experience. And you can change these decrees anytime you choose, with the seal of approval of your heart. No wonder this is called a heart seal. It brings forth the final imprinting of what is yours forth. Engrave and etch upon the tapestry of eternity that which is your divine love for humanity. Carve into the caverns that which is the cradle of Christus that comes forth to experience itself through life on planet Earth. Embrace your brethren, poverty-stricken or not. Give unto them lavishly your beingness, not your currency, for that would create an order of dependency. For that will not teach them the divine power contained within them. That will not reflect unto them the knowingness of the divine essence that they be also. But give lavishly, extravagantly, your essence of your knowingness. Share with your brethren in this manner. Indeed, go forth and shine your light onto the pathway of the darkness. And as you do thus, you will indeed create the understanding called Diogenes, always looking for a wise man. Never could find one, you know. Know why? He did not look in the mirror. Always looking outside himself for wealth and wisdom. And when you look in the mirror, know not flesh and blood, know not image of man reflected back unto you, know rather the light of God, the light of forever prosperity. Prince of Peace, indeed, all of you are. Peace of the action, they call it. You are a prince of all of the action. The life that you experience, that you bring forth, that you indeed create, can be as you choose it to be, can be resplendent with your jewels and your wealth. That is not the purpose of knowing who is prince and who is pauper. For as you know your princely qualities, you indeed bring forth into manifestation that which is wealth. The searching for them, the yearning for them outward of you, the constant seeking of it forever on the pathway called success. It will not create for you that which you desire. It will only create frustration. And the planet Earth, full of frustrated gods, is a sight to see. I love you all so gladly. I wish you all so much happiness. Indeed, there is a secret to wealth and wonderment of riches and treasures. But I cannot give you this secret. You must discover it for yourself. You must indeed embark on the grand journey and adventure of the high seas of life into the knowingness of that which is contained within the God of you. You must discover this for yourself. No one else can do it for you. This is the secret of a happy life. This is the secret of the princes of the ages. Indeed, Solomon knew well. As you give forth your knowingness of this, and take forth that which is the desire to create and manifest for yourself, that which is your life experience as you choose it to be, know that whenever you find yourself in troubled waters and you're finding yourself in a pickle, as it were, you can change the vinegar into sweetness. You can sing even though the water is hot. You can enjoy life even though all about you is in turmoil, for you indeed can be the calm within the storm, the eye of the hurricane. The waters of wisdom are within you. Wash yourself with them. Bathe within it. Bask within the jewel of this golden and gilded now moment. Indeed, for it is your life. It is your eternal life. Flow within it. Know within it. And as you do thus, you produce quite naturally the resonance of that which is gold manifest unto you. You can take your gold of your heart, of your aura, of your being, wherever you go. You can take your business with you. For the business is that of the Father, of the God I am of you. Attend to the business of God. That is being happy. Always know within your business houses, this will be the prophecy. Attending to the joy of the moment, to the experience of the now, will bring you your treasures. And as you limit them, you indeed limit their creation. As you have expectation, you close the doors of opportunity that are opening unto you. Know instead that all is possible. It's even stated in your Bible. All is possible to those who believe, those who know. Do not allow yourself to understand yourself as undivine simply because you find yourself contained within density from time to time. Or even when you're immersed in density, in jealousy and pettiness, in unhappiness and discontent and discord, are still divine. And you still can choose joy and happiness as your next now moment is unveiled unto you. Thank you, my brother. You indeed can. It is up to you entirely. To the waters of wealth and wisdom as they overflow within your life. So be it. Every time you partake of the experience of that which you call your water, know that you're partaking of the wealth of life. Know this in your being. Remind yourself, reflect upon it. For that is what it is. You replenish yourself, you refresh yourself with constant knowingness. And when the babe cries upon the morn, and indeed, when frustration enters into that which is the daybreak, there becomes a stew upon that which are your concrete pathways. That is also wealth. It is teaching you wisdom, knowingness of the beauty of the moment, allowingness to allow yourself to immerse yourself in the joy. And as you immerse yourself into it, you will find it divine. It is not a frustrating situation. It is an opportunity to observe life, to understand it, to partake of its knowingness, to partake of its experience, its emotion. And in this is beauty. Mm. All of you have crowns upon your head. All of you have crowns within your heart. Partake of the knowingness of your crown jewels. For when you do this, it will appear before you to experience and to give away as the joy is brought forth in sharing with your brethren. And when you share life and love. You share the opportunity to reflect wisdom and wealth. You share God. Paupers and princes alike, hear ye, hear ye. Stuff your pockets with this knowingness. And you shall be stuffing your pockets, as it were, with the gold of the universes. All right? All right. Be there, query. Indeed.
Wondering as the planet moves into transition, will there be changes in our financial institutions, and what kind of changes will come about? And will they be to prod us towards this knowing that you were talking about, or as a result of our growing understanding of that wealth resides internally rather than externally?
That which you understand as your financial institutions will be no more, for God does not desire to be instituted. You see, that which is the experience of your bureaucracy is rampant with limitation. That is the crux of it. However, as it brings forth the understanding of unlimitedness and the acknowledgement of the divinity and sovereignty and power of all other entities, it is required not. Restraint is not required upon gods who understand that which they be. You see? And financial institutions are becoming unnecessary because your own power to manifest is becoming known. You need not a bank account. You see? when you manifest according to your own desire in every moment, and everyone doing this in unison. That is what superconsciousness is all about. And as you come forth into the knowingness of your currency, going down the drain, as you call it, then you will understand what true manifesting power is. For it is not your currency that you desire, it is what your currency will get you. Right?
Right.
And why have a middleman when you can allow yourself its experience directly? What is the purpose? So according to your heart's desire, you bring forth into your presentation, into your countenance, that which is your desire, and they have desire from you in a directly opposite manner, according to their own desires, of which you desire to provide them in exchange for what you desire. That is God's giving forth unto one another. That is what you call your transitional understanding. In your later time after that, there will be direct manifestation out of the electrons of the atmosphere. In other words, as you understand your power, you can create a constant miracle of your life. Lifetime of a constant stream of miracles. That is what your Yeshua did with your loaves and your fishes. He fed the multitudes, the masses, out of a small amount by manifesting for the masses that which was their heart's desire. And you can do this also. But when you all come into the acknowledgement and knowingness of your own power, you will not have dependency in this manner, for you will all manifest for yourself and have not the need to manifest for one another. This was a demonstration he gave unto the multitudes and said unto them, you can do grander works than these. But they understood this not. They only understood the miracle. They were in awe of it, in reverence of it, and gave forth their power unto another. This was not the desired understanding that came forth. That is why we all come forth in this manner now, so that we may exemplify unto you that which is Christ consciousness, give unto you the words, so that you may understand with your alter ego, and indeed know of the heart thyself. Know thyself. Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Do you know what this means? Know the truth of that which you be, and it shall set you free from any limitation or restraint, including your financial institutions. Is this helpful unto you, my brother?
Thank you. What did happen to people that are not able to manifest at that time?
That is of their own choosing. And there is their right to manifest as they choose to partake of the wisdom contained within those circumstances. It is not an outward conscious choice, it is a soul essence choice that brings them forth into the understanding and experience of life, capturing the emotion contained within that particular experience, or the bringing forth of the expansion of the God I am. They indeed may be princes of the soul essence, even though they appear to be paupers of the physicality. And as they come forth in the capturing of this wisdom, and yet again understand more life, they will understand how to manifest eventually if that is their choice. But it is not your right to take from them their heart's desire for learning, for wisdom understood. They are sovereign gods and they have a right, it is their birthright, to understand manifestation of their life experience as they choose it, even though they may be indeed understood by the rest of mankind to be in the darkness and the clutches of poverty. There are many miracles rampant in the pages of your history of entities that have understood coming out of the darkness of poverty, and that is because they understood the wisdom contained within it. And therefore it was not necessary to be reflected unto them anymore. When you understand something, when you know something, when you contain something, you are it. It is not separate from you to be reflected onto you. You are it. And this wisdom becomes them. They go forth to experience different circumstances for different wisdom. Is this helpful? Indeed.
Germain, you're speaking of the quality of life. Now, I have a rare disease, and what little is known about it, I am being treated for medically. But I feel there must be something more that I could do or I should know, and you might be able to help me.
That which you call diseasement is not at easement with your life, yourself, your knowingness. In other words, you have manifested a misalignment of the embodiment because there is a misalignment of the soul essence. And when you understand joy, vibrating joy, exhilaration, epic ecstasy within every moment, and not judging that which you call your ailment, that which you call your life as it is experienced, then your misalignment will realign and your embodiment will reflect it. It is a mirror unto you. You see, it is the result of your isness as you know it. And as you know yourself to be divine and joyous in every moment, then your embodiment will reflect health and well-being. It is natural progression. It is understood as a miracle. And that which you call your hospitals, when indeed you know you are aligned to the divinity within you, you are healthy, you have well-being of spirit and of embodiment. There are many miracles rampant within the medical facilities of your land. Over and over again, there are pages and pages illustrating this, and your scientists and your physicians only scratch their heads. They call it faith. They call it the understanding of stubbornness from time to time. But it is indeed a knowingness of the heart, a desire for joy. And when this occurs, your diseasement, regardless of what it is or how they say how permanent it is, it will dissipate, for it is no longer required for your wisdom. Do you see? Do you understand? Enjoy that which is exhibited unto you. Bless it, for it is teaching you a divine teaching. Do not judge it as undesirable. It is indeed desirable, but without it, you would not have this opportunity to garnish this wisdom. And when you understand this, it will dissipate. It is natural. Health abides in a happy heart. All right? I love you, and I wish you happiness. Go forth, I say unto you now. Purchase your wisdom with love. Exchange it heartily for laughter. Allow yourself to understand the Prince of Peace within you. All right? Indeed, allow the Prince of you eternal provision through the prosperity of the soul. So be it.
So be it.
Namaste.